With the popularity of smartphones increasing over the years, the number of car crashes due to distracted drivers has also increased. As a way to inform people about the life-threatening consequences, AAA is using creative ways to promote their Don't Drive In-Text-Icated campaign. 23 ABC's Ruby Rivera spoke with a crash survivor who's now an advocate for this issue.
Drinking and driving, texting and driving. Distractions are everywhere when on the road, but there are some tips and tricks you can try to make sure your car doesn't end up looking like this one.
Not everybody is as fortunate as I am, and you want to have that responsibility and have something happen, and then it's your fault.
Jim Jones is a survivor of a crash caused by a distracted driver. 10 years ago, Jones was walking in his neighborhood when he was struck by a car. The driver admitted he was distracted by his phone, leaving Jones with a number of injuries.
Launched me up into the air, landed on my head, and I have brain damage. I have wounds in my frontal and temporal lobes, and I have a titanium rod in my back, along my spine.
Jones spent a good amount of time in the hospital, doctors telling his family that he would not make it and would function like a 5-year-old. His story, however, isn't uncommon, which is why AAA has partnered with law enforcement to bring awareness of distracted driving through their Don't Drive In-Text-Icated campaign. AAA spokesperson Doug Shoup says enabling the driving focus feature on your phone is one way to prevent crashes like this. However, he adds a recent survey done by AAA shows that 81% of drivers are familiar with the feature, but 54% have never used it. Shoup adds there are other tricks that can be utilized.
Put the phone out of reach so you're not tempted to grab it and use it. Ask a passenger for help to make a call or send a text. If you're by yourself, pull over and stop in a safe location to use your smartphone.
Aside from using a totaled car as a way to spread their campaign, photos of people whose lives were cut short also displayed as a reminder of how deadly texting and driving can be. Bakersfield Police Chief Greg Terry says active conversations about texting and driving is the first step in making a true change.
Distracted driving is just as deadly. It is, and because it happens in a moment. And most of us wouldn't think about driving after we've been drinking because there is a social stigma to it.
According to the California Highway Patrol, there have been roughly 28,000 crashes since 2021, which involved some type of distracted driving. Jones says his road to recovery wasn't an easy one, but he was motivated to push forward so he could walk his daughter down the aisle, which he did.
The wedding was great, and I walked her down the aisle. I stumbled down the aisle, but I got there.
It only takes less than a second for an accident to occur, which is why AAA says they will continue to promote their Don't Drive In-Text-Icated campaign to continue to promote more safe driving habits while on the road. In Bakersfield, Ruby Rivera, 23 ABC News, connecting you.